Okay, it's like really late right now. It's super dark. So I just got back from shopping. So this is what I'm working on today. If I could find the actual music. It is, that doesn't look like it's it. I can't, no, that's something else. And there it is. So we're looking at this point, which is 13. Where is it? 13 to 16. 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's all this. So hopefully this won't take too long. So let's just do this. I'm not gonna bother with warm up because I'm really tired right now. Let me make sure that these notes are right. Where is it? Here. So that's me. That's me, T, and do. Me, T, and do. These are not fun. You don't want them to you don't want them to sound together, but you don't want to break them up too much, use a lot of finger. You kind of gotta roll your wrist. These two are almost coming down at the same time. There it's easy going up, but it's going down. And then I think it jumps up an octave. You have to literally lean. Let me make sure that those are right. So that's in there, and that holds. And yeah, that's the 8 that I was mentioning yesterday. It says, oh, I need that 8 for tomorrow. Yeah, so this tells me to play these notes 8 tones higher. And then this note that's on a me, which is right here. So I'm playing in 3 different octaves right now. This is 1. That's on measure 14. And this is on measure, 14, 15. So it's up higher. Oops. So it's 8 tones higher. There's a science behind it, but I don't know what it is. But it's kind of cool. It's something to do with frequencies being divided. But then again, when you look at how music is tuned, it's not really tuned precisely. There are certain tones that are actually tuned sharp or flat. This is called, I think it's equal temperament, but it's not really equal because they're all kind of hilter-kilter a little bit. But the reason why they do that is so that all the keys, if I'm playing here, if I'm playing in this E minor or E major, if I'm playing here, it'll sound just as good as playing in a G flat major. Because back in the day, back in the time of the Baroque people, they could only play in a limited number of keys, and this had to do with which keys were closely related. So if you had the key of C, a closely related key to C would be E major, And then G major is another one. And then you could easily go back to C. So those are like those are how you, like, you could play this is your tonic, and then you could play the fourth and the fifth. That's how you'd know like what closely related keys are. And they didn't really explore a lot with the more darker keys like C sharp minor, things like that, G flat major, because those ones were like, they're instruments, they couldn't really tune them. Like, everyone could not play. Like, they would literally have to retune the whole orchestra. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about tuning. But yeah, so the equal temperament. So now what Bach did when he wrote his 48 preludes and fugues, he wrote 2 books of preludes and fugues. The first one is more popular, the second one is not as popular, but piano students have those. Like, they know them. Like, they are acquainted with them. He basically demonstrated that through this new tuning thing, like the quote-unquote equal temperament, which is kind of misleading because it's not all equal. It actually allows you to play in all the different keys. And so when Bach wrote his well-tempered clavier, he was just showing other musicians like, hey, we can play in all these different keys now, and they all sound equally, good and beautiful and all this stuff. So yeah, so this would be like the first octave that I'm messing around with right now. And then up here would be the second one. It's kind of weird because when you're playing at the extreme ends of the keyboard, you kind of have to lean in to kind of get it right. And I'm still not getting these two. So, something like that. I gotta keep the fingers really loose. Oops. I gotta keep them loose and not tight, otherwise they'll like get stiff. And I haven't done this stuff, and then this one here. This is another tone that's lower. It's 8 tones lower. So this would be that's where the melody begins. So that's the right hand. And then the left hand, it's just a bunch of these. These are called octaves. These are 8 tones apart. And so, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a 1. I was looking like, what is that black thing with a line underneath it? That's my Roman numeral I wrote yesterday. So this is what we'd call like a paddle bass. And this is basically like the same note is being repeated or it's being held. So it just does this. So that's pretty much all that is. So now to put this all together, I have to put you down somewhere. So last time you're looking at the bookshelf, so I'm going to put you over looking at the wall. And let me see if we can get this to work without it falling over. I think... Whoops, almost fell. We'll get you to stay there. That might work. Cat, I gave you some food already. Okay. So this is starting at 13. And this would be like the fourth bass or the fourth octave that I'm playing in. This piece has a very wide range. So counting this would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's how it's gonna count as. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's the end of the bar. I still have to figure out how these are gonna come across. I have to work on my wrist rotation, because otherwise, if I try to do it with just the fingers, it's gonna sound really messy. And it's also gonna put a lot of strain on tendons that I don't need to be straining. So if I use my wrist, which is like they call this wrist rotation, and it's very natural, like when you open a doorknob, like a circular doorknob, or a doorknob that looks like a sphere type thing. That's a natural rotation. And I learned in one of my texts, well, not a textbook, but a book I have, that when you're most people think like the middle of their hand is the middle finger, but in reality, it's the pointer finger. And the way you know that is when you put your arm out straight. I'm going to show you like this. Like when you put your arm out straight, like your center of the arm lines up with this finger here. And if you just naturally just turn your wrist, everything revolves around this finger. If you want it to revolve around this finger, you have to tilt your hand, and it kind of feels awkward. It just feels awkward. Like it just, well, for me, it feels awkward. Maybe that's because I know about that. But yeah, so I need to find some rotation exercises or just work on that. I need to work on that without using a lot of individual finger. Because this thing is supposed to be like super easy. But yeah. Okay, so let me try this. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shoot, I don't know where I'm going. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now I have to look at the rest. So that's that. Let me throw it. I think I was at 60 something last time. Try 68. That might be too fast. I think how this is broken up. Nab it. 1, 2. Better. Mama got you some food. Mama got you some food. do this before. Beta. No. I don't remember how I did this. Well, it was split, like on the dotted half note. Let me slow it down further. Beta. 1, 2, 3, 1. Da 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 da. Something like that. That doesn't sound right. Okay, that's not working with the metronome. You get the gist of it. I'm gonna try this from the beginning, see what happens. Slow down, I'm thinking faster than I can travel. I gotta work on the whole thing, the memory part. My brain is like, it has it, but it doesn't have the transitions as well as I would like them to be. And that just is because I need to run through them. 3. Slow. I'm like really tired right now. So I gotta go from here to here. So this is on a La minor in the first inversion. La minor on the first inversion. I need a pencil. Oh. Where's my law? Here. Law 6-4. Or is it a 3? Hold on. Yeah, 6-4. That's not right. Oh my gosh, I don't know my figures. That's a 3-5. It's the one that I never know how to write. 3-6. That's a 6. That's a 3. I think it's a 3-6. But I'm not sure. I haven't used these symbols since I left school. Every musician's a pain in the butt. 3-6. I think. I'd have to look it up again. So back at this really nice walking tempo, extremely slow. This is back at measure 1. Late. Damn it. I gotta remember to move my hand down. Alright, that's why it's really important to play really slow so you can play other notes right. Well, that drops down. I'm getting really tired. I'm gonna fall asleep. I don't know what the... Oh, it's 6s. Better. No. I'm not crawling into bed yet. I'll crawl into bed when I crawl into bed. Better. I didn't have a cat when I was in music school. Yeah, this is going to be an extremely short session. Alright. Busy day. And God knows what I've got going on after this. I'm done. Knowing when to stop is more important than beginning. Okay. How do I get this thing to shut up? Well, yeah. Well, let's just say that I practiced. Maybe next time it will go a lot more better, more smoother.